How about it, y'all? This is Daniel Nicholson with Nicholson Farms, and welcome back to another video. Today in this video, we're gonna share some very exciting news to you. Something that we've been kind of holding out on you and for a little while, and it's kind of a big deal to us. So let's go feed the billy goats real quick in our butcher calf brisket, and then we'll get into it. So in the past couple weeks, I have kind of been mentioning at the end of our videos that we got some exciting stuff coming up, and I didn't really want to share it with you yet. But I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. We got our first lease. It's a small tract of land right up the road from the house, about 5 miles from here. It's only 2 acres, but it's going to give us a spot that we can take our goats to and give our other pastures a break. Every couple of weeks, we'll be able to keep them over there for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. It's really strong fescue in the pasture, and it's something we're very excited about. The couple that is allowing us to use their property is actually going to allow us to do it for free, just so we can help keep their pasture cleaned up. I agreed to go in there and bush hog afterward and make sure that everything looks good. We're helping them out, and they're going to help us out. It's a real nice couple. Very lucky to come in contact with them and get to meet them. I think this was really going to work out. So like I said, we're very excited about it. It's only 2 acres, but it's a stepping stone. One day we want to try to get those bigger tracts. As we continue to try to expand our herd, we'd really like to get into, more of the 15, 20, 30, maybe even 50, 60 acre range of leases one day, as we continue to grow. But this is going to allow us the possibility to add a couple more nannies to our herd, and also just kind of outrun our parasite loads as we go, just with our rotation. So let's go take a trip up the road, and I'll show you the piece of property, and I hope you like it. So this is the new property that we're going to be running some goats on. It's 2 acres. You got this fence line down here, it goes to the highway, and then those trees over there is pretty much the property line. It's gonna come all the way back around. It's got a barn over here to this tree line right here. I'm back here in the back now. As you can see, it's pretty decent sized little shed. There's plenty of room for the goats to get out the weather. This property was already fenced in. It already had net wire on it, so that's a big plus. I've been working over the past week or so, just trying to patch the few holes that fence had in it. Just took some old wire that I had and patched those holes, and I also ran a hot wire all the way around the bottom. It's not on right now, but I hope it's not on. But so we got the hot wire all the way around the bottom. On this back side, the fence isn't the best. I'm going to go ahead and run a hot wire right above the top of the wire, about where this bob wire is right here, just because if there is going to be a predator issue, I think it's going to come from that back line, just because that fence isn't the best. It'll hold a goat, especially with all this food in here for them. This should be fine. And the neighbor's pasture right here, I don't know if you can see them right there, that is actually 2 donkeys. That's the first time I've seen them, so I'm glad there's some donkeys out there. It's not as good as a guard dog, but a donkey might deter some coyotes or any other predators. So I think this is going to work out. We're very excited about it. We got some good Bermuda, some fescue, a lot of Johnson grass in here, a lot of stuff that goats are going to eat. They're going to be content for a while. We're going to bring the goats over here probably next week, and we're going to leave them here to 2 to 3 weeks. We'll just see how the forage lasts, how much they tear into it. What I'm very excited about, this property has never had goats on it, at least not to my knowledge, and for sure in the not past 4 or 5 years. So your parasite load is non-existent here until we bring goats on here. So it's going to be a great opportunity to bring the goats on here. I'm not worried about how long they're staying on this piece of property, other than I'm just going to let them eat a little bit off of it. I don't want them completely clear it off. We're just going to bring them over here, leave them for 2 to 3 weeks, give our other pastures a long deserved break. We should be able to rest our other pastures for about 3 weeks. And going forward, the way I have my 6 paddocks at our farm set up, plus this one makes 7, we're going to be able to rest pastures for about 40 days. So that's going to help us out a lot with the parasite load. I've been working on trying to find a piece of property to lease for a long time now. I haven't really talked about it too much on my channel, but I've had a couple pieces of property kind of slip through my hands in the past year or so. But I'm really trying to expand. I know this isn't much, but it's like I said earlier, it's going to help us out a ton. Just kind of opening that door. We got our first one out the way, and I couldn't be more excited. I wanted to share this with you for a while. Hopefully this is the first of many. Hopefully there's many more bigger ones, and we can really start trying to increase our herd and really trying to grow some good quality animals in a profitable number with more goats. But I really appreciate you hanging out with us. I kind of wanted to make this short video today, explain to you what's going on. I've got some work to do to this back fence line, and I should be wrapping it up today. And I think we're going to move the goats in here next week. And whenever we bring them, I will record the whole process. We'll get them over here. I want to go through them, check their eyelids, check their hooves before we bring them over here, where I don't really have the setup yet to get my hands on them. We will be setting up some kind of working system in that shed right there, at least to be able to load the goats up. And we also might have another video before then. I am hooking the trailer up, and I'm heading to a sale on Saturday, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm getting. It's not a goat, I'll give you that. I give you that much. So if you got any guesses of what we're possibly bringing back to the farm, we're going to try to leave it in the comments. I know this isn't as exciting to y'all as it is for me, but I did want to share this. This whole YouTube journey is just capturing our journey, so I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and we'll see y'all on the next one.